Okay, good to have you guys back at Star 77 Productions. We do product reviews for stuff that we purchase on Amazon and that we'd like to recommend for our viewers. So please follow the link and you can find these products. In today's video, we are going to be reviewing the Mavic Pro quadcopter drone. And I have here with me Jacob, and he is a professional FPV drone racer. He's in a couple of different leagues. You can see he's got a pretty awesome shop here. And he is going to give us the rundown of this Mavic Pro and some of the accessories that he's also purchased with it.
Thank you, Trent. So, if you guys want to watch me, I'm a racer, I'm online. It's Ghost Falcon, and you can find me on YouTube, different videos I use this aircraft to do kind of the still shots of the track, the courses that we race, but you can use it in a backyard barbecue to film family and wave at the camera while it flies up 400 feet in the sky, or you can take it to your child's soccer game and film your kid playing soccer, whatever uses you may have for it. It comes in a really small package. The Mavic Pro is made to be a travel accessory. It's the size of an iPhone, so I can kind of show you for scale the iPhone there, and so we'll pull it out. The packaging, it's made so that you can get it out of the box and unstrap it, and then these straps usually go over like this. I have those unstrapped, but basically you can grab it out. You can see it's in
Oh wow,
iPhone
that is
for
compact.
scale. Yeah, so it's super compact. And so what you can do within minutes is you want to get the wings out and everything. First thing you do is take the gimbal clamp off and make sure that your camera is free, because you don't want the camera to be interfered with in any way when it's doing its calibration. So you'll undo the wings here. Those goes, the front two go to the front, and the back comes down and around like that. And then you go ahead and set it up here. You want to check to see your battery power. So I'm at about 75% on this one.
How long will the battery last on these guys?
Battery lasts about 15 minutes if you're in the mountains, like in Colorado. But if you're closer to sea level, the battery will last about 20 minutes.
And so you want to buy a couple extra backup ones as well?
Yeah, so I bought these extra batteries. They don't come with the Mavic. These were an extra cost. We'll have links in the description for these items, as well as this case. This case was also bought as an additional accessory. This has been my favorite case that I've had with this aircraft. The controller here that you'll see now is also able to fit inside of the case, so you can see everything fits in the case, including the charger. If I really wanted to, I could get this charger to fit in the case, which charges the batteries and the controller. To go ahead and connect the video, you want to use your iPhone inside of the controller.
Oh, you put that in the controller. And
Yeah.
does this do high quality 1080p video or?
This does up to 4K video.
Oh wow.
So the video is amazing on this. You can go ahead and connect in your iPhone slot here into the controller, the radio controller right here. And that will connect through the DJI app. So DJI is the company that makes this drone. They have been the innovators of drone technology for about 5 years now. They've been the top of the line, best possible software, best possible aircrafts from DJI. They have had a few competitors, but those competitors have kind of dropped off as of recent, because DJI is just years ahead of anybody out there right now.
Now, what if you didn't have an iPhone? What controller would it come with to operate this thing?
This comes with the basic controller. It has kind of basic feedback. I'll go ahead and power it up so you can see. You get your battery percentage. It's at 94%. You recharge it right here with a USB port. As you can see, it's trying to connect to the aircraft. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the aircraft and enter in with my iPhone. What's cool is I can get the actual video feed from the aircraft itself via this iPhone here. So the connection is going to show kind of a video from the gimbal itself. Right now it's disconnected. It's trying to connect. And so as you can see, I got the video feed here. And so it's given me a lot of warnings. Obviously you want to read all of these warnings. I've gone through all of these tutorials here, so I don't need to do that again. And okay, skip. And so obstacle, it's telling us, it's giving us all these red errors basically because we're indoors.
And that's what the camera's seeing right there. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Cool. Okay.
So this aircraft has everything on it right here. It tells us to calibrate the compass. It tells us the position of the aircraft. It tells us the connection with the radio, if we're recording or not, the connection to the radio on total bars, the HD quality in total bars, the battery percentage of the aircraft, and then it goes in even further into different settings here within the aircraft. The recording, it tells me that there's no SD card in the aircraft right now, so I'd want to add an SD card if I'm going to record from inside the aircraft. It has different camera settings, and then it goes back into what I just shot right here. And it tells me the distance I am from myself, the height of how many feet I'm off the ground. It tells me how the speed of height and the speed of distance, and it also has the map. So the mapping shows the actual aircraft, which is nice, because if you get far enough away where you can't see the aircraft anymore, you need to point it based on this map, this compass, back to you and just fly it towards you and it'll come back.
Oh, so it'll have like a home feature and it'll just come right back to where it was?
Yeah, and in addition to the home feature where it comes back to where it was, it has a return to home function. And the return to home function is different in the way that you hit a button, basically this H with an arrow over the top of it. The H with the arrow over the top, you just hit that button and slide and it'll return to home. It'll come back down and land, but you want to make sure that there are no large buildings around, because it might fly into a building if it's not set to fly at a certain height. You want it to set to fly at 400 feet if there's buildings that are 200, 300 feet high. If it only flies at 200 feet straight back, it'll run into those buildings on the way back. It does a direct flight line to where it took off, and then it drops down. It doesn't fly.
Gotcha. So it wouldn't know buildings, but it would get itself back home as long as there wasn't any obstacles in the way.
Correct. Yeah.
And then this camera, does it have a swivel, or does it maintain its picture pretty well and steady?
Yeah. So you can see as I'm moving it, I can move the aircraft around and it stays steady.
Oh, okay, it is on okay.
It's on a gimbal, so the aircraft could be sideways. Usually when you fly, you go, you're pitching right or you're pitching left, and so normally the camera would pitch right and pitch left, but as you can see, the gimbal is stabilizing it to where it's not, as I'm moving the aircraft, it's not pitching.
Gotcha. And what are some of the capabilities of this guy? Like, could you take it into the mountains, or what's the range on it, and who's this kind of targeted for?
This is targeted for the beginners. You can take it anywhere you want, as long as you're not within 5 nautical miles of an airport and you follow all the FAA safety guidelines. You can go ahead and you can basically take it out of the box and get it up and flying within about 30 minutes. You just want to follow the standard recommended guidelines. There's videos to watch, there's tutorials. It's really cool because there's actually a built-in simulator within the app. The DJI Go app has a simulator where you can actually go in and practice flying it. So I'll just show you that.
Oh, so it's a simulation to kind of teach you how to do it for the beginners, huh?
So the app is called the DJI Go 4.
Okay, so you practice on that guy, okay.
And so you just go in here, you go back to the DJI, and then you go into different, let's see, you go into the Academy.
Gotcha.
So the app on the top right has the 3 bars. You want to go into the Academy, and then you can go in and start. It says Flight Simulator, and you go enter. And then when you hit enter, it takes you into a whole new setup where your aircraft's not going to actually take off, but you're in a simulation.
Oh, okay, perfect.
And so
it is pretty good for beginners then, huh? Okay.
Yeah, in the simulation, you can go ahead and, let's see, you go and start the aircraft there. So normally the aircraft would be starting, but since I'm in the simulation, it's not. So I can go up, increase throttle, and the aircraft goes up, and I could fly it around in the simulation. Now my aircraft has to actually be on for the simulator to work.
Gotcha.
So they want you to have an aircraft that you're practicing, and you can get a feel. Even a brand new, novice to drone flying can jump on this, and as long as you don't drop the controller, you can learn how to fly. You're not going to break it. by just playing the sim.
All right, so now can we watch a professional operate this guy?
Yep.
Okay, we'll take it outside and we'll do that for you guys. Thanks.